Hi everyone, welcome to This Evening with Nikki, Parenting and Relationship Life Coach. Don't forget to share and subscribe to our channel. We have a YouTube channel, we have our app, and today we're going to be talking about the 7 mistakes that we make in love and relationship. So let's get started. One of the first mistakes that a lot of people make, many people make when they first begin a relationship, is that you want to make that person your everything. You want to make them your purpose, your passion, and this can be very wrong to do, and it is never sustainable. We cannot make someone else become our everything, our purpose in life. I know it sounds amazing. It's in all the love stories, it's in the fairy tales, but it's pretty much just left for that, the fairy tales. In reality, it's much better for you to be your own person, to be your own happy, whole person, and not to make your partner become your everything, because it's not sustainable and it's not going to last. We also lose who we are. We lose ourselves, and we also lose parts of ourselves that we haven't even found yet when we put our entire purpose and focus on that person. One thing I read one time, which was so interesting, a quote said that keeping something isn't about keeping it the same. It's being open to change. And that's definitely one thing in a relationship. You know, it might be that the first few months, of course, it's the honeymoon stages and everything is amazing and wonderful, and that person is your everything. And you do want to spend all of your time with them, and they are your sole purpose, but it's never going to stay that way. And when you are open to change and you allow that relationship to kind of go through its ebb and flows and to change a little bit and go through the different stages, and you're expecting that that's going to occur, that's going to put you for a much better chance of having a long-lasting relationship. Another thing is staying in a dead relationship for way too long, far longer than you should have. And I'm sure we're all guilty of this and have done this in 1 or 2 relationships where we know that it's not fulfilling anymore, the relationship isn't serving its purpose anymore, but because we're afraid of hurting the person, we're people pleasers maybe by nature, that we just stay in that relationship, where a lot of times we're hoping that that relationship is going to change, the person is going to change, and it's going to go back to the way that things used to be. So definitely staying in a relationship longer, once you know that it's over, a lot of feelings have subsided, you no longer see the person as you did before, you don't see them, a future with them. Breaking up with them sooner rather than later is much better. The sooner you end it, you're not giving false hope to that person. And so you're saving a lot of heartache. You may be staying with them because you're worried to hurt them, but when you break up sooner, once you know that, this relationship really isn't for me, you're actually going to be saving them a lot of heartache. Another thing people do is trading time with their partner instead of creating new experiences with them. And what I mean by this is trading time with them. I'll come 1 hour to the ballet that you're going to tonight, and you come with me next week to the basketball game that I'm going to. We expect so often that our partners have the same interests that we do. And it's actually very rare to find people that have all the interests that we do, all the same interests, all the same hobbies that we do. And it's not very realistic. And it's okay for us to have different hobbies. You can save whatever maybe you're into, crocheting or cooking or going to the football game, every football game, and your partner isn't. And that's completely okay. We don't need to force them to come along to our activities because we feel like, this is going to be a valuable date night. Chances are they're going to be bored, and it's not a good use of your date night. It's better if you save those time for your girlfriends, for your guy friends, even going alone, and finding shared hobbies, finding new interests as a couple together to do those things as your date night or a new hobby that you're both learning together. And there's no need for us to like the same things. And it's not a bad sign in a relationship if we don't have the same interests. Another thing I heard, which was very interesting and it's good to know, is it's going to be rare to find somebody that is interested in the hobbies and the things that we like, but it's important to make sure that you find someone who is interested in you as a person, that is far it has far more value that they're interested in you as a person versus the hobbies that you're interested in. So it's something to keep in mind. The next thing that, the mistake that we make in love and relationships is choosing a partner based on who they could be, not based on the person who's standing in front of you right now. Doing this, and I'm sure many people do it all the time, they're hoping that this person is going to change, that the person I have in front of you has a lot of potential, and later on they're going to turn into this princess or king that I want and be the perfect person. But it's actually very unfair to the person that you're dating and to yourself to do such a thing, because chances are who you are is who you are. Until the person decides for themselves that they want to change, change is going to be very hard to come. And always remember, if a person is changing because of you, or if a person is changing for you, they're going to become bitter because of you. So when the change is done solely to make you happy, it's not going to last, and there's going to be a lot of resentment. Another point to make is getting mad at your partner for the sacrifices that you have made for them. If you're upset that they don't value the sacrifices that you have made, they're not seeing how much you have done, appreciating it, trying to do the same sacrifices for you, giving someone a discount for something and then expecting payment in return is not really a discount. So if you're doing a sacrifice, it's because you wholeheartedly want to do it, and not because you're waiting for appreciation and someone to tell you thank you for whatever you did. Of course, it's always nice to be appreciated, but these acts of kindness need to just come because it was something that we wanted to do. Another point is that you don't take the time to understand why they are the way they are. So much of what we are, who we are, the things that we do come from our childhood, our parenting that we had from our nuclear family, our mother and father, or whoever was the main caregiver. And not taking the time as a partner to find out what your partner's childhood looked like, what were the things that they went through, the hardships, the struggles, were the parents around, weren't they? Those things, because all of the choices that they're making today is based on their past and how they grew up. So if you're not taking the time to understand that, then you're not really understanding and being compassionate and able to have good communication with them and lead to a really good, long-lasting, healthy relationship. Conversely, when you do take the time to understand that, and you do really understand where your partner is coming from, how they grew up, you can be compassionate, you can help them grow, help them with areas of difficulty, and that can help you to have a long-lasting, happy, and healthy relationship together. And the final point is that you are talking to too many people about your relationship and not to the right person, your partner. A lot of times we are talking to coworkers, to our best friend, to our neighbor. It can be anything. So talking to too many people, involving too many people in your relationship, rather than having open line of communication with your partner, is going to be very damaging. Going to friends can be more damaging and hurtful to your relationship than just keeping it to yourself, because a lot of times friends, we don't know what their motives are. Are they jealous of the relationship? Do they have the skills, the knowledge to know how to help you and guide you and give you the advice that's going to be helpful? We don't know. So it's better to take whatever problem that you have, resolve it within your relationship. And if you can't, seek guidance, seek couples counseling. Couples counseling can be a wonderful way for you guys to move your relationship forward, get the help that you need, and hopefully your relationship will last for years and years to come. I hope you guys really enjoyed these points. Don't forget to share, like. As always, send me any comments or questions. I'm always here to help. Until next time, thanks for watching. This is Nikki with Togetherness TV.
Togetherness Media. Togethernessmedia.com